Most guitarists don't have a creativity problem, it's more like a finishing problem. You may have dozens of riffs and ideas, but not really full songs. And I have experienced that well. It took me years to even just release new music. And here's what happens and how to fix it. One of the things that I noticed once I started to writing music was that I just didn't record anything. I was afraid of just gathering ideas anywhere and thought that, well, maybe I'll remember them. But, well, that didn't really work well. My starting point with gathering ideas was that I just started to use a looper pedal. Then I think I got a phone that I could use the camera or web camera and started to gather my ideas there and build up more riff ideas. Once I purchased my Mac with Logic Pro and then got this little interface like 11 rack that helped me to build up song ideas, then I really started to move forward as a songwriter. Just make the recording part of ideas as effortless as possible. That's why I just take my phone and either have a voice memo or a video where I just gather the ideas, because later on those ideas can be a really crucial part for finishing a song, and that has helped me multiple times because I've been going through some of the videos and just found out a really good idea. And part of that was like the song Echoes from the Past and the outro of that song. So once you start to build up the ideas, I think the next phase has been, I've been guilty of this as well, and it's just building up riffs. I think riff is not a song, it's a good ingredient for building a song, but then it's then just a loop. But I think song needs some kind of like sections, contrast and direction. It needs to tell a whole story. It's not just, it's like having one phrase that you just keep repeating. It's not a story. I think music is about telling a story, whether it's an instrumental or a vocal song where you tell the story with the lyrics and the music itself. I think riff is a part of moment or a moment itself, but a song is more like a journey or an adventure. So how to fix this issue or problem, so to say? I'd say just take your riff and then ask yourself where this should go. Is it a chorus or a verse, or do you need more contrast? Do you need more tension? And then start to move towards that. And even just a bad chorus or a bad next riff is better than no riff or song part at all. So it's one way to just take things even further than just having this few bar thing. And then the point 3 here is the perfectionism kills your songs. And I think this was the heaviest part of my burnout era as well, or I call it an era because I'd say it started to evolve slowly until I moved back to Finland. And during this era before moving Finland, I was building up ideas a lot. I think the judging myself happened way too early, and I wanted to make everything just perfect and just wanted to wait until everything felt perfect, like having the perfect set of songs. Actually, that stopped the progress as well. I wanted to create the perfect guitar solo for a song and worked on it, and then I kind of lost the interest, and then I had an idea but never finished that song. So things didn't really make a lot of progress with that approach. So you're not really stuck because you lack ideas. It's more like you're stuck because you just judge the ideas way too early. So I think it's better to just finish the song idea in a way and then start improving it later. That happened with a lot of songs that I've been working on. I had an idea, but I didn't have a way to finish that song, but it took me years then to realize what the song really needed. So that's why I think it's really good to just keep working on the songs until you have like some kind of structure there, and then you can start working on it later on. So point 4 is that you don't really have a system, and I think this is the reason why nothing gets finished. Because no process at all means that no finished songs. So here is one way of thinking about it. I take my studying years as an example. During the last year of my master's studies, I had to write an album with 5 different guitar tunings. So what that meant was that on a regular basis, experimenting with the new guitar tuning, recording the idea, working on it until I have a complete song. I had those tunings that I worked on with a really structured way to make sure that I kept writing new music. And then along the way, I made sure that each song idea got finished. And then once I got the finished song ideas, I knew how to keep polishing them. So I knew that I had an album that worked as an academic result of experimenting with tunings, but also something that I can release. Of course, the COVID happened, and that's a story of its own, how I managed to finish that album the way how it came out. If you start applying these things, I think you will be able to make songs in months more than you have done in years. Just have more structured plan of writing music. And I think that's where the real progress happens with songwriting. And if you want to get more ideas how to apply different things to songwriting, I have a songwriting course available. Check out the link below, and yeah, you can learn more about different approaches. So thanks a lot for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye.